The harsh reality is you're not going to get a lot of time, you're not going to get any preparedness in being in a situation where if you get the drop on you, where someone's trying to rob you, someone's trying to harm you, you're going to be at a disadvantage. And another harsh reality is you could lose your life because of being unprepared. That's why it's essential to train. It's essential to have the tools necessary in order to become better. So that way when you're in that situation, you're ready, you know what to do, and you could maximize your chances of survival. But in case you missed it, the number one key component was the draw to shoot time. Meaning if you can't get your draw to shoot time within or under 1.5 seconds consistently, then chances are you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Not only that, but you're in perfect condition. You gotta deal with jams, reloading, you gotta deal with a lot of different factors that are in play. But sometimes it can be hard to tell, like, what times are you even at? Like, where do you even start? Like, what tools do you need? That's what I'm gonna talk to you guys about. This little guy. Now this little guy right here is a Club Timer PACT 3, and this little guy is gonna tell you a lot of things. Oh, by the way, this isn't a sponsor. I just trying to help you guys out. Plus, this is a really good tool. This is a really good tool because for one, it can tell you your draw to shoot time. It could also record up to like countless, well, I won't say countless, but a lot of different times. And this kind of helps you practice your drills and what you want to work on. But with that said, I'm gonna give you guys 3 reasons why you need this Club Timer PACT 3, or you know, at least just a shot timer of some sorts, in order to maximize your chances of survival when you get into a self-defense shooting. Now, in no particular order, but the number one reason on why you need this little guy is because, well, for obvious reasons, it's gonna help improve your self-defense shooting. And what I mean by that is it can improve your times, drills, jams, reloads. It could practice everything. And this shot timer is going to tell you what you need to work on, what you're good at, and all sorts of things. But just remember, guys, if you're hitting those times, you got to make sure you're consistent. Even though you're hitting that time maybe once or twice, it doesn't mean you're going to hit that in a high stress situation under the disadvantage of being caught by surprise, let alone if you're sitting down, standing, just so many other variables. So make sure you're also consistent, not just hitting those times once or twice. Now, coming on reason number 2, this is a little off topic, but this thing's just fun to have. Because when you go shooting with friends, like, you could compete. That's ultimately what makes you better, right? Having fun, you know, who can shoot 2 targets within, you know, 3 seconds. And you could even do your own sort of competition shooting if you wanted. Not only that, but I felt like when me and my buddies brought this into the mix, it kind of got everyone more into guns and wanting to become better, which, you know, ultimately makes you want to be safer, wants you to improve. It's just overall good. So you could say it's like acts as a motivator to become better. And even if you're by yourself, you know, it's still fun to have. You could just compete against yourself. You're trying to improve. So it is a good motivator to have. It's also a good measurement to keep. Now, the third reason why you need this PACT Club Timer 3 is because it's very, very humbling. And what I mean by that, you know, when you go shooting, sometimes I feel like the majority of people just go shoot just to shoot. And while that is a fun, good thing, you know, once you realize what your times are and whether you can defend yourself or not, it makes you realize, like, dang, maybe I'm not ready to be carrying at all. So with that, it kind of makes people realize that they need to do more training. They're not as good as they think they are. I'm, for one, part of that. But also, like, lets reality set in that, like, anything could happen within, like, a 10-second span, 5-second span. These aren't things that, like, build up over, like, the course of hours or minutes. Like, no, these are things that happen within seconds. And sometimes a lot of people don't realize that. And this timer is a big eye-opener because the reality is, myself included, is that you're not as good as a shooter or as quick as you think you are. You know, who knows, maybe you are that one person who can shoot under 1.5 seconds every single time. But, you know, for the majority of us, we're just not at that skill level yet. And not that, you know, if you can't shoot there, you shouldn't carry. I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is, in order to improve, in order to become a better, faster shooter that's more accurate, you're gonna want one of these, because if you have this and, you know, you're shooting at your targets, you're gonna be much better shooter under just running through drills, running through practices, running through different scenarios. And because of that, not only are you gonna increase your chances of surviving, but, you know, you could help other people as well. But with that said, that's gonna be my top 3 reasons on why you need this PACT Club Timer 3. The name is kind of scrambled. I kind of forget what it's called sometimes. But with that said, it is a little expensive, but it's going to be one of the few things that's actually going to help you improve on your shots and self-defense shooting drills. But let me know what you guys think. Are there other self-defense tools that can help you in self-defense? Do you have one yourself? Let me know what you think. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And I think that's all I gotta say. Oh, happy holidays.